Hello all, welcome back to Data Factory YouTube channel. So this is the fifth video in our data visualization series, and today we are diving into one of the most common and most misunderstood chart types out there, the bar chart. On the surface, bar charts look simple, but if you get few small details wrong, they can become cluttered and confusing or even misleading. So in this video, we are trying to fix that step by step. So without any further ado, let's get started. Before we jump into examples, let us quickly understand what a bar chart is and when to use one. A bar chart is used when you want to show or compare metric values across different subgroups of your data. So every bar chart is built around two variables, a categorical variable and a numerical variable. The categorical variable represents the discrete groups or the distinct categories, basically labels. So these could be state names or country names, etc. And the numerical variable represents the measurable value, the quantity. And that is the number that determines the length of each bar. So in short, the categories go on one axis, the numbers go on the other axis, and the bar lengths show the comparison. It's simple, effective, and one of the clearest ways to communicate difference between groups. So now let us look at a real data set and see how we can make our bar charts look professional. So here is the dataset that we'll be using. It shows the number of subscribers for some of the biggest YouTube channels, and each value represents the total number of subscribers in millions. Pretty straightforward, right? But how we visualize it actually makes the difference. Let us start with a simple vertical bar chart. At first it looks fine. The bars are all there and the data is accurate, but look at the x-axis labels. The names are long and they are colliding with each other. Even though I increased the gaps between the bars, it still looks messy. So this is one of the biggest beginner mistakes. Not thinking about how long category labels affect readability. So when labels are this long, vertical charts make it hard to read. So what do people usually do? They tilt the labels. So let us try a 30-degree rotation here. Okay, so now that looks a bit better. You can read most names now and the chart feels less crowded, but it is still not perfect. Now let's go all the way and rotate the labels 90 degrees. Now everything fits neatly, but look at how awkward it feels to read. Your viewers actually have to tilt their heads, and that's not a great design. So if your chart makes audience do neck exercises, it's time to rethink it. So what's the simple fix here? Just flip it. Use a horizontal bar chart. Now look, the labels sit comfortably on the y-axis, everything is readable, and your viewer's eyes can scan the data naturally from top to bottom. So it's clean, it's readable, and perfect for categories with long names. So remember, when you have a long category name, go horizontal. Okay, our charts look neat now, but there is one more thing that really changes how people read it, the order of the bars. So here is the same chart, but with bars in a random order. Can you tell me who is at the top and who is at the bottom easily? Not really, right? Your eyes jump all over the place and it's messy and confusing. Now let us sort it in ascending order from smallest to largest. So this version is great if you want to emphasize who is at the bottom or if you want to talk about growth. Okay, now let us sort it in descending order. You see instantly the leader, Mr. Beast, is right on the top and your brain gets a story right away. Okay, so here is the key takeaway. If you want to highlight the largest category, sort highest to lowest. If you want to emphasize the smallest one, sort lowest to highest. And if your bars are randomly oriented or randomly ordered, your story is lost. So sorting gives a structure. It makes your data feel organized and intentional. Now that our charts look perfect, let's talk about something that can completely distort your message, your axis. Look at this chart where I have started the x-axis from 100 million instead of 0. Do you see the problem here? Now the bars look way more different in length than they actually are. Even though the difference is smaller, Mr. Beast's bar looks thrice as long as Cocomelon. So which is actually misleading. So that is why your bar chart should always start from 0, because bars represent values through their length, and when you chop off the baseline, you exaggerate the difference. So always remember to start from 0. Finally, let's make our chart even more useful by adding value annotations. So here, each bar shows the exact number right inside it. No need to trace the bars to the axis or estimate the values, right? Your audience gets the comparison and the exact number instantly. But only thing that you have to remember is to keep the text color contrasting. For example, white text on red bars works perfectly fine. It's easy to read and it's clean and clear. So, annotations make your charts feel complete. It shows you that you care about clarity and detail, right? Now, let's talk about color because honestly, color can make or break your chart. So, here is our chart again, and all bars are the same color. Okay, it's simple, it's clean, and honestly, that's what you should be doing most of the time because all these bars represent the same kind of thing, the total subscribers. So there is really no need to go fancy here. Okay, but let's see what happens if we switch things up. Let's use a qualitative color scale here, basically a different color for every bar. Okay, now it's looking kind of like a rainbow, right? It looks fun, but what's the story here? Does it add any meaning? No, there isn't one. Okay, so that every color is fighting for attention and your viewer doesn't know exactly where to look. It's flashy and doesn't mean anything. So what's a better way to use color? We can use accent color approach. So make all bars gray and highlight just one. So here I'll use the YouTube red color to highlight Mr. Beast, which is the most subscribed YouTube channel. So now look at that. It's clean and focused and your eye instantly goes to the key point. So there is no confusion here, right? So here is the quick rule of thumb. Use one color when everything means the same, and use accent color scales when you want to highlight something important, and also avoid unnecessary colors for every bars because it doesn't mean anything or it doesn't add any meaning to your visualization. So remember, color isn't decoration, it's part of your story. So you have to use it to guide your viewers attention but not to distract them. Okay, so let's wrap it up. Bar charts may look simple, but getting these small details right is what separates a good visualization from a great one. So if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Data Factory and hit that bell icon so you will never miss what's coming next. So thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.